If you've got a date night coming up, then I've got the absolute most perfect recipe ever, chicken piccata. It comes together in less than 30 minutes. It's got a nice elegant touch to it, a delicious sauce. You are gonna love it, and more importantly, the person that gets to eat it is gonna love you a whole heck of a lot more after they taste this. I especially love this recipe if I'm in a pinch. Like I said, comes together in no time, but first we do need to knock out a little bit of prep with our chicken breast. Sound good? Let's cook. We're gonna start by adding some 7 to 9 ounce boneless, skinless chicken breast right to a cutting board. Grab a super sharp chef knife. What we're gonna do is slice them in half widthwise. So put your hand on the top, slice through, please be careful. We're essentially gonna make 2 portions out of 1 chicken breast. Gonna help stretch it a little bit further. Next, simply set it aside on a plate, on a sheet tray, whatever you've got. Then go back over to your cutting board, place down a large sheet of plastic wrap. If you have one of those plastic zip bags, that's actually fine too to do this in. Next, simply place 2 chicken breasts down right on top of that plastic wrap, and then grab the bottom of it and simply fold it over to completely cover the chicken breast. This kind of folds over twice because I have a really long piece of plastic wrap. Grab your mallet and then gently pound this out. We're not looking to flatten this out like a chicken parmigiano. We just want to lightly tenderize it, pound it out. Let's go ahead and remove the plastic wrap. Yep, looks perfect. Take it off and then simply set it to the side on your plate. We've got just a couple other things that we need to do. So before we cook these, I want to say that there are 2 ways that you can season up these chicken breasts. You can simply season on both sides with a little bit of sea salt and cracked black pepper, or you can season up your flour. And that's what I'm gonna do. To start, we're gonna add some flour right to a little pie tin. If you've got a bowl or a plate, that's totally fine too. And then generously, I mean generously, season this up with sea salt and fresh cracked black pepper. Cannot say it enough. Make sure you are generously seasoning this here. And then go ahead and grab a fork or a whisk and then whisk it in. Here's another important piece. Take your finger, put it in there, give it a taste. Make sure it's seasoned. If it's seasoned, we're good to go. If it needs more salt, add more salt. So now, go ahead and add each chicken breast into the flour. We want to lightly coat it. We're not looking for a breading or a fried chicken here, so make sure to give it a few pats, get off any excess flour. We're going to set it to the side on a sheet tray lined with parchment paper or a plate, whatever you've got, no problem. Now head over to your countertop, and in a super large frying pan, we're going to hit it with some olive oil. Immediately crank on the heat to high heat. Once it begins to smoke, it's a great time to start sauteing. So go ahead and add in our chicken breast right to that pan. And if for some reason you're adding it in your pan and it's crowding it, just try to move a few things over so that you get that perfect sear on every little square centimeter. Immediately crank the heat down to medium. It's going to take in between 4 and 5 minutes per side for each of these chicken breasts to cook. Look at that perfect golden brown. Sorry, I don't mean to toot my own horn. That just looks really, really good. So after you flip it over again, another 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to turn the heat down to low because I'm not trying to burn anything. And with that flour on there, you just never know. Next, simply take out the chicken breasts, set them to the side, and right in that pan, I've got some finely minced shallots and some finely minced garlic. Now, you definitely do not have to add the shallot and garlic to the pan for the sauce, but to me, it just takes it to another level. So if I had to be in your kitchen and give you a recommendation, I would say add it. Be sure to stir in the shallots and garlic. A good rule of thumb is they say once you smell garlic when it's cooking, it's done. Next, add in some dry white wine like a Pinot Grigio. Hit it with some capers. This is going to add some seriously incredible flavor to this. And then next, I like to squeeze in a little bit of lemon juice. Don't worry, I'm going to add a little bit more later. I put my hand underneath to catch any seeds that may have fallen out. Get all that juice in there. Give it a stir, and then using your tongs, get that fond, all that goodness that's stuck to the bottom of the pan, get all of that up. It's going to add so much more flavor to this. And we're going to cook it to au sec, or almost gone. See how it's almost gone? Perfect. The liquid, that is. Take the pan off, set it on your countertop because we want to cool it down a little bit. I got a towel underneath, add in some butter pads, and then begin to move your pan around in a circular motion or back and forth. We're trying to incorporate this butter into the sauce without breaking it, without whisking it, being too hard. If it needs a little bit more butter, add a few more pads. You simply want this sauce to come together. You don't want it to break. The butter is easy to separate, so be gentle with it. Finish it with some fresh chopped parsley. I'm going to add a little bit more lemon juice in for some flavor. And then, of course, just like everything, you want to season it with sea salt, a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. Now grab a spoon or whatever you've got, mix everything together so that it's incorporated. It looks absolutely gorgeous at this point. And it's just like I always tell you, Comies, once you understand these fundamental basics of cookery, like taking that pan off of the burner before you mix in that cold butter so the pan can cool down and your sauce won't break, you can start applying all these things, the pan searing, the sauces, to your everyday cooking, and it's all gonna taste way better. I mean, way better than what you're gonna get at a restaurant or in the store. Homemade food from scratch, my friends, it's where it's at. Now to plate up, let's move over to slow-mo. I like to serve this on a platter. You can absolutely do a plate, but I think the platter sort of shows a little bit more, and if you're doing a date night with another couple, you can really show this off. Next, of course, hit it with all of that amazing lemon caper butter sauce, also known as a beurre blanc. Looks amazing, smells amazing, and you won't be able to believe it once you taste it. Check out this beauty. Don't stress out. Just make this recipe. I promise your significant other is going to love it. You better like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check out this recipe video because it is so good. And I'll see you on there.